Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's get this party started. Get set up. Welcome to our Thursday edition of Morning Motivations with Martine. I'm Martine, and I'm glad to have all of you here. Let me get set up all my different places. I hope you guys had a great Wednesday and that you were able to get over the hump in great form. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for my stuff to. There we go. All right, so let's see. Let's go and share this a couple places. Let me get all shared up and shared out. Good morning to all of you. Let's see, where else do I want to share? Share it there. And let's share here. Now I just gotta get everything set up the way I need to. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna come over here. Let's get set up here. All right, TikTok, I'm headed over your way next. Y'all know I'm trying something new this week. And the bottom line is I can't depend on any one app to do anything for me. So I am trying to expand. I don't know if I like what. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch back to going live. I think I'm going to do that right now, actually. I think because when I do it this way, it doesn't notify anybody that I'm live. And I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Good morning, Linda. Glad to have you this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad to have you guys. I'm going to just share this out to a couple of places. You can help as well by sharing the live. Sharing helps this live grow. But my spidey sense is telling me to go back to using the native app for TikTok because I don't think it notifies when I do multi-streaming. Like I don't think it notifies people that I am multi-streaming. Good morning, Whitney. Glad to have you this morning. Let me know, Linda, Whitney, did you get a notification about this live? Y'all let me know. All of this is one big experiment. And so I'm using a multi-streaming tool. And so I'm trying to figure out if when I use the tool, that the third party tool, if people are still notified that I'm even going live. I got to figure that out on TikTok. On Facebook, they don't do none of that. I'm learning to just use TikTok use Facebook and YouTube, and this thing will grow. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I'm gonna switch back to using the native app for TikTok, and then streaming to Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, I don't think it notifies when you use a third party tool. Um, and because of that, that just tells me to um, do TikTok from the native app and then stream to Facebook and YouTube with the Restream tool, because it doesn't. Now, if you have a decent sized following, then it probably doesn't matter as much, I would think. But um, that's an issue. I don't like it. But that's really just the app's way of saying, we want you to use our app. We don't want you to stream multiple places. We don't care about them other places. We only care about you being over here with us. That's what that is. That's what that means. I'm like, I see you. I see you and I raise you. Good morning. Yesterday we talked about resetting, refocusing, and recharging. Hopefully you were able to get that done. I did. I reset. I was kind of anxious just with everything going on during the week. And so I did reset. I did a little recharging. Watched a couple of my favorite shows to kind of relax. And then I really refocused, and I have one of my projects that I kind of been behind on. And so I went ahead and worked on that project and really got to a good place so that when I meet with that team Friday, I can feel good about where I am with it and where we're going to go next. Okay, it was really nice. It makes me feel a lot more confident about getting some things done today and tomorrow. Now, let me make y'all laugh. Yesterday, I told y'all that I had a meeting with my boss, y'all. I got dressed, put on my clothes, sat down to get on the call with my boss. Y'all, the meeting is today, not yesterday. I was like, dang, my boss don't usually miss. My boss don't usually miss meetings. And so for that reason, it made me go, okay. Right? Maybe I was nervous with the meeting. I don't know. So I actually have a meeting with my boss today. So that's the only thing that went kind of crooked. So yeah, that was the assignment. So good morning, Rosie. Rosie, it's been a crazy week, sis. How are you? Linda, are you feeling closer to 100%? Whitney, how are you feeling this week? How is your week going? I hope you've been having a positive and successful week. How are things going for you? Good, good. Happy Friday Eve to you too. Happy Friday Eve to you too. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for coming in for however long you can stay. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate the support. Good. All right. You refocused yesterday and now you're back. Super busy with work. Boo, work. Only the thing that pays the bills. Boo, work. Stop it. Let me quit playing. Girl. Yes. Come on. We're not playing. We're going to be ready this summer, sis. We're going to be ready. Okay? I'm just going to add you to the list of people that ain't nobody going to be able to tell you nothing. Ain't nobody going to be able to tell you nothing. You hear me? Ain't nobody going to tell you nothing. I'm adding you to the list. You have been formally added to the can't nobody tell you nothing. Ooh, that's such great news. Man, I'm going to pull all the way back in the back. Good morning, Kia. I'm going to pull back in the back of the closet. Y'all understand? that jean skirt that's in the back. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab it. Great news. Rosie, you guys had crazy weather. Snowing for the first time ever. I don't know where you're located, but I'm a Louisiana girl, and I've been enjoying watching all my Louisiana friends have their once in a decade snow. I was telling a friend, like, when you don't live, people don't understand, when you don't live in an area that traditionally gets snow, it affects everything, right? So, like, our jackets don't have the appropriate, like, we don't have real jackets. Back in the day, Burlington Coat Factory is where you went to get a good jacket. And let me be clear, in the South, even the Burlington Coat Factory coats, no, there's no double lining, there's no seam. It's basically a really cute windbreaker. Basically a windbreaker. Our roads aren't ready. Our clothing isn't winter ready. We get leather jackets, but we trying to be cute. It don't ever get cold enough for a real quality good leather jacket, right? So we're not prepared. We're not prepared in the South. Right. Yeah, everything is gonna shut down. South Carolina do not get no snow. Generally speaking, doggone right, everything shuts down. How you doing, Kia? Kia and I got to meet and connect yesterday. It was a great time. No. And I don't know about where you are, Rosie, but you give it 2 days, it get above 60 and everybody pulling out their shorts. If it get anywhere close to 60, folks is pulling out their shorts. And hitting the beach if you're on the coast of South Carolina. They're hitting the beaches. Just let it get to be 60 enough days in a row. That's not my jam, but you know who like to go out in shorts in the 60s. Not I. Yeah, we don't know what to do with that cold mess. Cold? We don't know what to do with that. Blasphemy, I say. Blasphemy. I'm not a cold person. I don't like to be cold. I run my heat in the car on 90. Give me my heat. I want it to be 101, 105. Because I can always go in the house and turn the air conditioner on. I don't like being cold. I tell people, if they tell you that I was skiing, they lied. I've been kidnapped. Okay? They lied. They lied. Anybody could catch me in no snow for real? Real snow? No. Not at all. But what you will do is catch me on this treadmill, because I'm not giving up on this. All right, we are in month 3. Yes, Rosie, flip-flops and shorts me. And when I get through with these steps, girl, I'm gonna be able to get my shorts that go like to right. I'm married, so I gotta do right. My shorts that go right to here. I ain't gotta wear my mom's shorts that be down here. Okay, flip-flop me. If it's too hot, I will go inside, turn the AC on. It's all good. It's all good. Okay? I feel good today. Lots of bad news, but I still feel good. Y'all should too. We up, we alive, we're breathing. I had a good talk with my sister yesterday, and I just keep reminding myself, like, hey, things are not the way I want them to be, but they're not what they could be, right? And I've got to lean into that. I like to try to predict the future. I like to be prepared for every potential possibility. It's a control thing. I recognize it. But I'm really working to try to be better about, like, just taking the breath and just remind myself, like, today I have a job. I got multiple jobs. Today I can feed my family. tomorrow is a new day, right? So refocusing and recharge kind of helped center me yesterday so I can get the work done that I need to get done. All right? But I want to talk just for a few minutes, not that long, about embracing the daily grind. Okay? So once we've refocused, we've recharged, we've reset, we got to focus on progress and not perfection. Okay? The grind is ugly. The grind is ugly. The grind is that short, two-footed fellow that you did not find attractive in the club in your 20s. Okay? The grind is like the mean girls in high school who were all pretty but were completely ugly on the inside. The grind is that boss that you know doesn't deserve the job, can't do the work, and is a complete narcissist, but gender doesn't matter. They come in both forms. Okay? The grind is ugly. All right? It's not pretty. Some days are going to feel hard. Most days are going to be messy. But progress, it doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. All right? Progress does not have to be perfect to be powerful. There have been some days I've got on this treadmill and your girl was sweating. Okay? Other days, child, I could have just went sat down in my desk and not take no shower at all. All right? That's just the truth. But as long as I'm consistent in the act, as long as I'm living in the grind, then I can be successful. All right? And you can too. Sometimes, man, I go off on my social media. I'll be like, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Post is out, high value content is out. Then there are seasons where I can barely get a single post out. Right? But when I look over months, am I making progress? Am I converting watcher to loyal participant to client or customer? Am I making that happen and at the pace that I want to? Right? So as long as I'm making progress in business, in fitness, food, with your children, which that's the hardest one to me, in your relationships, then you have to celebrate that. Okay? So focusing on embracing the grind is just celebrating the fact that you're still moving forward. Okay? We're celebrating the messy middle. Okay? Yeah, Rosie was right. Refocusing, recharging is so necessary. You have to do it. And then once you do it, be ready to embrace the grind. Okay? Sometimes that means that what you're doing to get where you're trying to go is quite boring. It's not fun. It's like giving birth, right? There's this moment when you're in the process of giving birth, no matter how you give birth, C-section, the good old-fashioned way, surrogacy, doesn't matter how, okay? Because there's always going to be this moment where it's no longer glamorous. It's no longer, oh, that baby's so cute. And you're having to grit through to get past the first, 3 or 4 months where you don't sleep for basically 90 days or longer. Every single night you're up, right? It's like that. There are moments it's just not pretty. It's flat out ugly. Yeah, it's messy. It's the messy middle. Okay? When I started walking, I was like, oh, this cool. I like this. And then it got boring. Like I'm moving, but I'm not moving forward. Right? Most people give up. I want to talk about this right now in this moment because next week is the end of the month. Most people have not, whatever it is they said they were resolved to do, any of the ways they were decided they wanted to change, right now, is when they start giving up because it's ugly. We are at that 21, 22 mark where everybody loves to talk about, like, you can form a habit in 21 days. In 20, man, bye. This week is when everybody realized that they had given up 5 days ago. Okay? This week. Because the 21st was what? Tuesday? By next week, they're done. By the first week of February, they prepping for Valentine's Day and deciding which candy they're going to get on sale on February 15th. Okay? Don't ask me how I know. I just know. I know because probably I've lived it and done it a couple times. And so it's important to, in my opinion, ignore the 21 days and really celebrate the progress you've made. If the last 24, today's 23 days haven't been perfect, then I want you to celebrate what did work and use that as fuel in your engine to keep moving past 21 days. Right? I told you guys back at the 1st of January, I'm going to be here on the 31st. When everybody else has quit and given up, I'm going to be here. I knew TikTok was shutting down. Didn't know how long. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. Okay? So I am trying to be a model for, like, hey, don't give up on this thing that you want. Right? I want a healthier me. I want to grow my business. Okay? I want those things so badly. Sometimes I feel like I can't do it. Sometimes I feel like I'm failing because I'm not doing all the things that it takes to be successful, or that my energy is too distracted, or frankly, I'm invested in way too many projects. Right? So how do you get past that? And you got to live in the messy. You got to live in the grind. You got to be open to it. And you can't give up. It's in the grind where people give up the most. All right. So with that being said, what's one thing that you're proud of this week? Just one. Let me know in the chat. What's one thing that you're proud of? Maybe it was sending an email that you were dreading. Maybe just showing up this morning. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, how did you find this live? Did you get a notification when you came on TikTok? Did you just happen to be scrolling? Let me know. All right, I'm trying to figure out if Restream, and I'm pretty sure Whitney told me no. I think Linda told me no. So I want to know when people join later in this call, how are they accessing it? Hey, she relaunched her Patreon and her YouTube. Sis, oh, Miss Rosie not playing. She had time. Linda says, I'm here walking. Yes. And we're seeing results from the walking. I'm here for that. Celebrate that. Be proud of that. Let's celebrate it. All right, Miss Linda and I, we've been moving our numbers. We've been sliding into some stuff that we ain't been able to wear. Okay, cool. Okay, that helped. Thank you, Kelly. That's good information, because what I think I'm gonna do, because I know you've been using Restream as well. I am not gonna use Restream for TikTok. I'm going to use the native app for TikTok. And then I'm gonna use the native app for TikTok, and then I'm gonna stream to Facebook and YouTube using Restream. Okay. All right, good. That is great intel. And the reason I'm doing that, Kelly, is because when you use Restream, it doesn't notify anyone. Right? So the algorithm is not sending anyone to the live. So my numbers are dropping. It's okay that they drop, but I gotta be strategic. And I want to make sure I leverage each tool's possibilities. YouTube ain't nobody watching because I ain't sending nobody there. Facebook, other than the few things I did do, I haven't figured out anything about the algorithm to drive people except for growing my overall numbers and talking about what people want to talk about. Here's what I have learned about Facebook. Facebook, y'all asses is messy. There were 2 lives by 2 Black women yesterday, and their numbers were just out of control. 200 viewers, 100, and both of them were like, the only reason y'all here is because of mess. And I was like, she right. So what she said when I was like teaching people stuff, she had like 20 people on the live. But because she was addressing drama, she had 200 people on the live. So that tells me a little bit about like what drives people to different lives on different platforms. And it was 2 different women. Good morning, Toya. Yeah, they love messiness. They will show up. But when she was like telling them how they can make some money, they 20. She said it was 20. I was like, she's sure right. She is surely right. Now that's not the messiness I'm talking about today. But I'm saying that to say I recognize that my growth is going to be slow. It's going to be small. But I believe as long as I keep showing up, people who want to be here will show up. All right. So that's just a little background. That's just a little background on this the Restream. Toya, I know you picked up Restream. I'm gonna say it again for Toya so that she knows what's going on. Because I know Toya picked up Restream as well. So Toya, here's my recommendation. When you use TikTok and Restream, you lose the ability to, how I want to say this, maximize TikTok's natural algorithm. So every time I use Restream with TikTok, it doesn't notify anyone that I'm here. Okay? So no one gets a notification. I can manually share the live, but it is affecting how many people come in or don't come in a particular live. So I think I'm going to use the TikTok app on one device by itself to stream, and then use Restream for YouTube, TikTok, and anywhere else I can as I grow. Because it's not notifying anyone the way it does when I use the app. And it's okay. But this whole thing is it's multi-pronged. I need to get healthier. I love to connect. I want to grow my audience and my page. So I got to think strategy. So that I want to make sure I drop it, because I know that you picked up Restream as well. I want to make sure I drop that in your spirit. All right. And I don't really, so to that point, guys, that's what makes going live hard, I think. Because people love the messiness. They don't want to talk personal messiness and like, they don't want to talk about grinding. People don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about baby mama drama. They want to talk about where your husband is. They want to talk about, they want to hear you talk about why XYZ influencer is garbage. Right? They want to talk about those things. But they don't want to necessarily talk about the stuff that's going to make them better. So as a creator, you've got to work twice as hard to build that community. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the grind for me. That's the grind with this. Yeah, Rosie, yeah. Yeah, I'm learning as I go. So you guys just take advantage of what I'm learning. And it's not, like I said, it's not a big deal. But long term, that could affect how I grow my audience on TikTok in particular. Right? I'm already doing first thing in the morning, lose a bunch of people that way. First thing in the morning, American time. Right? So I've got to be really strategic about what tools I use, how I deliver this live, that kind of thing. So FYI, y'all will probably see yet another stand, because I'm going to have to get my husband's iPad out and work from his iPad so that I can read comments, run the live, talk to my Facebook people, talk to my TikTok people. Y'all, this is a whole production. It's a production. And it's work. It's work. But it's work I love doing. And I've lost 25 pounds doing it. Okay? And I've earned some income doing it. I'm like, okay, girl, we're going to keep at it. All right? Have I made $1 million? Nope. I've made progress. Right? So you have to pay attention to the progress. So if you go from 0 to 2, or 0 to 5, or 0 to 10, or today, I'm at 7 on this one. I'm at 2 on Facebook. That's 9. That's 9 more people I had before I was doing nothing at all. Okay? So the messy work still counts. All right? Let go of being perfect. You ain't perfect. All right? Something Kelly says regularly. Kelly, you probably don't. I've been paying attention, Kelly. Kelly always recognizes her progress. And I never get the impression that she's trying to push for this thing that may be unrealistic. She always says, I'm making progress. My YouTube is going. Go subscribe to her on YouTube. My YouTube is growing. My TikTok is growing. I've hit this milestone. Right? That's the progress you really want to celebrate. Not perfection. The messy workout still counts. I'm coughing. The GPT don't have to be perfect. They know who I'm talking to. The GPT don't have to be perfect. It ain't gonna be perfect because ChatGPT ain't perfect. Okay? Look, the GPT don't have to be perfect. It ain't even gonna be perfect because ChatGPT ain't perfect. It's gonna sit it. Your GPT gonna spit out something stupid no matter what. And 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with the way you wrote the GPT. All right? You gotta keep moving that needle. You gotta keep moving the needle. If I waited until I had a perfect GPT, I wouldn't have no GPTs out. Look at Toya, she laughing out loud. Don't be laughing out loud, Toya. Don't be laughing out loud. It ain't perfect. Not even close. Over $100 million later, and it's still messing up. So why you think your GPT gonna be perfect? It ain't. I like the background. You weren't made for the background. You weren't made for it. You like it because it's comfortable. You weren't made for it. The way you speak, how you support others, you weren't made for it. You made for more. Be what you made for. All right? Imperfect steps still get you closer to where you want to be. Okay? Imperfect steps still get you where you want to be. Perfect steps don't get you nowhere because you can only be perfect for so long. Imperfect steps get you where you want to be faster. All right? So, question for you. You can put it in the chat or you can not. It's up to you. All right? It's up to you. Oh, I'll say it again. Imperfect steps still get you closer to where you want to be. Okay? She said, look, I'm not where I was when I first talked, though. I understand. None of us are, but that's the point, right? That's the point. If you go look back at my first videos when I was going live, baby, the camera is like this. All over the place. It's 45 minutes of my chin. Okay? When I first started, I buffered for at least 2 weeks. So I have people that were willing to give up time to talk, to work, to have this time, and they can't even see the whole thing, and I ain't even know. A mess. You understand? It was a mess. Now, you can see my whole body. The background organized. It ain't perfect. I got carpet stains, some popcorn on the floor. One of these kids left on the floor. It ain't perfect. I got a banner scrolling at the bottom. I've made progress. It ain't perfect. I've got at least 3 sets of freebies for y'all. I ain't put none of it out yet. Then said multiple times I was going to and have not done it at all. You see what I'm saying? It ain't perfect. I'm not living up to the full potential of what I want to do with this experience in my mind. Not even close. But I'm still showing up. And I'm still moving the needle a little bit at a time. So will my freebies go out? Yes, eventually. Do I know when? No. Is my carpet perfect? No. Do my daughter got a mess back here with this piano? Yes. Do this table need to be somewhere else? Yes. My curtains are old. Yes. My lighting is horrible. There's light that the light changes this whole call. The audio is pretty good, but the camera's alright. Right? Y'all understand it's not perfect, not even close. And I'm gonna show y'all before I get off this call. I got so many clothes that have been washed and ain't folded, it don't make no sense. It's not perfect. Nothing we're gonna do is going to be. So you might as well just get up and keep doing a little bit at a time, a little bit every day. All right. So here's what I do want you to do. Celebrate small wins. Okay. So Linda said walking. She was able to do it today. That's a win. Celebrate that. Not everybody can do it anymore. I was thinking about, I have long hair. I was thinking about cutting my hair off or taking my locks out. And then I realized everybody can't grow hair like I can. And as I get older, this hair might not be here anymore. I need to celebrate and live in this moment. Leave the hair alone. Okay? Who's going to be getting up, trying to do this walk and do some hair every day? Not me. I need to celebrate where I am. Focus on one thing at a time. Okay? So for me, Monday through Friday, this is my one thing. If I don't do nothing else, if everything else is ready, Monday through Friday, I'm going to walk for 30 to 40 minutes. Unless I'm ill or I have a child that's ill enough that needs my undivided attention. All right? Celebrate small wins. Focus on one thing at a time. And show up anyway. Show up for yourself anyway. All right? I had therapy yesterday. It went pretty good. But she called me out on some things that she needed to call me out on. Some truths I'm not ready to address. But I'm going to still show up. And what I usually tell her is, I quit. I don't want to come back. And then I tell her, I'll be back next week. So I got to keep showing up, even though I'm uncomfortable with some of the realities she's presenting. That she's reflecting back to me because of what I've shared. So you got to do the same. Yeah, Kelly, my hair ain't never been this long. Now, if you ask my mama will tell you, girl, you've always had long hair like that. I have not. I had long enough hair when you had a perm. Y'all know, like when you have a perm, well, at least when I had perms, I always kept the part with the hair coming down. You know, that classic perm hairstyle. Part, hair here. My hair would stop by right here. I got hair to my butt. That has never been the case before. So I gotta appreciate where I am and appreciate the progress that's been made in that area. Okay? So celebrate. You woke up this morning and everybody in my house made it out, and they, for the most part, weren't too wrinkled. I'm gonna celebrate that. I ain't had to bring nobody to school because everybody caught the bus. I'm gonna celebrate that. Focus on one thing at a time. And then show up anyway. Even though it's not perfect. It's going to be imperfect. Okay? So, out of those 3, which one feels doable? Can't put a 1 in the chat if you can celebrate small wins. A 2 if you can focus on one thing at a time. Or a 3 if you're going to show up anyway. Put a 1 if you can celebrate small wins. A 2, if you can focus on one thing at a time. Or a 3, if you feel like you can show up anyway. Because that is how we embrace progress. All right, Toya says she can celebrate and she can show up anyway. All right, I love it. Yes, you can do. So if you can do all 3, I love it. Yes, you can do all 3. If you can do all 3, imagine what progress you can make from the 23rd of January to the 23rd of February. If you can do all 3, you will make so many huge positive changes in your life because you're taking time every day to address all 3. What went well? Write it in a journal, say it out loud, record yourself in a video, write on a piece of paper, drop it in a jar. At the end of the year, look at it. If you can focus on one thing at a time, one project, one social media post, one product, imagine where you'd be 2 weeks from now, 3 months from now. Yeah, multitasking is definitely overrated. It's not really real. A lot of people, a lot of the science people say we actually don't multitask. We just get a little bit of nothing done across multiple things. That's really what it is. We get a little bit of nothing done across multiple things. Good morning, Minister Carol. Glad to see you this morning. Good morning to you. Glad to see you. Yeah, that's all that happens. You get a little bit done, a little bit of nothing done across multiple areas. All right. Yeah, it's not real. Multitasking is not real. The brain is only focusing on what's right in front of you. That's really all that's happening. Okay, even doing this, I'm not really multitasking. Don't want you to think that I am, because I'm not. I'm actually way more focused on the dialogue and the talking points than I am on the walking. The disadvantage is I'm probably not walking as fast as I could be if I wasn't talking and online. Right? So don't believe it. I know you see me having 2 things happening at the same time, but the reality is I'm probably losing speed because I'm focused on more than one thing. Right? But I don't mind. Because the pace, I don't mind because I'm not working towards perfection. So it's not a big deal. Right? I recognize that walking 3 months for 5 days every week gets me much further than if I only focused on walking. Because I would have given up because it would have been boring. But I know every day I'm going to see a different combinations of people. We're going to talk about different stuff. So that is actually the more important thing than what I'm actually doing. Right, I'm still making progress, but it's not perfect. Yes, I'm working out, but I'm building relationships. Yes, and that's quite affirming. Yes, imperfect steps still make progress. It ain't perfect. Not gonna try to be perfect. I'm more broken than not. And I know people on the outside go, oh, she must have it going on, or things are great, or she's able to do pause and all that. It's imperfect. I just won't give up. And I'm asking you to not give up. That's the difference. That's the difference. All right? If you have a relationship with any other human being, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, children, aging parents, if you are caregiving, if you are single and struggle with faith, and if you are single and are strong in some sort of faith, you still got a whole lot of stuff going on, a whole lot of imperfections happening. All right, so that's why it's important. We have to recognize what's going well. All right, we got to let go of the perfect Patty. Perfect Patty don't exist, and we got to make progress. Good morning, Tori. We have to make progress, right? Side note, I talked a little about losing some weight. Let me make sure I got to do my disclaimer, y'all. Always got to do my disclaimer. I take Mounjaro. Mounjaro is a GL1-P1 medication, and its a side effect is weight loss. I have PCOS. It's a metabolic syndrome, so it causes a lot of problems with insulin and how my body releases it. It's a whole thing. The medication is what helps make that system run better. As a result, the weight is coming off. All right. So I don't want you to think that it's just walking, because that's not true. I'm taking a medication that's definitely helping. Hey, Charlene. And yes, Rosie, get that walking pad. I saw you up there, Rosie. I forgot to say it. I did see it. Everybody's welcome to walk. You can walk outdoors. You can walk on the walking pad. You cannot walk at all. All levels of movement are accepted, including zero. All right. All levels of movement are welcome, including zero. Okay? So don't feel like you have to walk. It's just what I'm doing. Some of you are working or have started your work day. Some of you have, some of you are dropping off kids and getting them off on their way. Good morning, Taylor. Over on Facebook, good morning. Glad to see you. Good afternoon, Charlene. Good afternoon to you. It's afternoon where she is. Good to see you. All right, so I don't want to misconstrue. I believe that the walking supports heart healthy habits. With taking this medication, it's recommended that I still follow a good quality diet and that I still exercise. So here I am. All right, so I think it's a combination of everything, but not necessarily walking by itself. Okay? Good morning, Armando. Oh, good question, Kelly. So I have a second device up for Facebook. Okay. That's all we need. If you're improving, then you're winning. All we're asking for improvement. I love it. As long as you're improving. We don't want no work, only progress. I love that. Let me see. Okay, so the setup is crazy. The setup is crazy. So to do this Restream stuff, Kelly, I've got my laptop computer hooked up to a webcam that does a better quality video, in my opinion, than my webcam on my computer. So I have that set up, computer plus webcam. That's how you can see all of me, and that's happening on Restream. All of that's happening on Restream. Okay. Then this iPad, I'm reading the comments from Facebook because I can't see my computer from here. Then my cell phone is where I'm reading the comments from TikTok. So in order to do, and then I have my notes. Every day I have a plan for what we're going to talk about, and I create notes. So what I'm going to do is I got to find my husband's iPad. I'm going to set up a third iPad, and I'm going to run Facebook and TikTok. I'm sorry, Facebook and YouTube from my computer. I'm going to run TikTok from the TikTok app on a separate device. Okay. And then I'm going to watch Facebook from a third iPad. Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, I got another stand so that I can watch from my. Yeah, so it's a whole production. It really is. It takes me about 15 or 20 minutes to get set up. And then clearly I ain't getting nothing. See, again, imperfection. I know I'm doing this Monday through Friday, but your girl ain't charged not damn device. iPad wasn't charged this morning. My son took, those of you with preteen children, help me understand. My son took my phone off of my charger and charged his stuff. Y'all, how you take somebody's phone off they charger to charge your phone and I pay the bill? Help me understand. I woke up because the phone was by my bed. I woke up this morning, his phone the one connected. Y'all, what? I was heated. So I ain't had nothing charged this morning. Not a single thing. But the computer. Oh, Taylor, where'd I get the walking pad from? This is part of the Deer Run line. Taylor, if you go to TikTok, go to my profile and go to Showcase. You'll see all of the treadmills I recommend. Deer Run is the brand I like. Good morning, Stephanie. I really like Deer Run. And it's on my Showcase. Oh, girls, this is a good idea. We're doing that this weekend. And I think he got some money. Because, y'all, I was good and burnt. I was watching my little shows on my phone this morning. My phone went dead, and I went pulling for that cord. And I'll be doggone, the young fella that went and charged his phone overnight. I'm like, you little rascal. And I'm pretty sure he got some money. So I sure am. Take them right over to 5 and below. Choose which one you like with your money. Choose which one you like with your money. Okay. Good to see you, Stephanie. I hope you did some recharging, some refocusing, and are ready for the rest of this week. It's Thursday Eve, y'all. It's Thursday Eve. All right. We've got all day to do great things. All Friday to do great things, whether it be at your day job or your part-time work or your small business. So show up anyway. Show up anyway. Okay? Focus on one thing at a time. When you've got that thing done, move on to the next thing. And then celebrate small wins. Okay? And just remember, what's your why? When the grind gets tough, because it's going to get tough, what keeps you moving? Okay? I think about the bigger picture. I think about the why. Okay? I think about the fact that no matter what is happening in this freaking crazy world we live in, it's my job and responsibility to make it, to survive, and to help my little family survive too. All right? I'm proud of y'all. All of you that showed up, if nothing more, showing up to this call tells me that you're ready to take this day by charge. That's a win. You showed up. You connected. You talked to other people in your niche. That's a win. Most people won't even do that. Most people won't even connect. All right? Now, as I said, all levels of movement are welcome, including zero. You ain't got to walk. But some of us on here, we walking. Okay? For a lot of reasons. A lot of different reasons. So you're more than welcome to join us and do that in that way. In my showcase, I've got a slew of different kinds of treadmills. Go see one you like. I like the Deer Run brand. That's the one I like. Okay. Now, we need to talk business. A couple things. A couple business things we need to talk. Today is Thursday. Sundays, we have Sundays with TRM. We talk art, crafting, AI, business tips. We give you strategies. We give free, we share with you things that you can take back into your business and use free of charge. Okay? Come hang with us. We'd love to have you. That's with Talia, Regina, and myself, Sundays with TRM. Click on my profile. It's in the circle, or it's pinned to the top of my Facebook page. So that's one. Okay? 2, on Tuesdays, we do Color Me Calm. Color Me Calm was packed. I think everybody needed like just a few minutes to like relax and just be connected with people and not think about the cruel, hateful world. That is also free. Come hang with us. You don't have to color. You can just come chill with us. Okay? All right? And then if you need deeper, if you want to go deeper, if you need more support in your business, join TRM Learning. We have a Patreon subscription. We offer classes. The classes are great. I might be a little biased, but the classes are great. We offer co-working, GPTs, and art. Make the investment. All right? You will not be disappointed because all three of us are really passionate about giving you the best experiences you're going to have out there. You're just not going to have a better experience than you're going to have with us. Okay? All right? Where will I be tomorrow? At 7:40? Right here. I'm going to be right here with y'all. That's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be right here with y'all. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on myself. And I need you guys to not give up too. Okay? Don't give up in your business. Don't give up in your family relationships. Don't give up in your job. Don't give up. It's an ugly world out there. But I think as long as we stay connected, as long as we're invested in making a little bit of progress every day, we're going to get through this. We ain't got no choice. We got friends and families and loved ones depending on us. So we got to make it happen. You guys have a great rest of your day. This is Just Martine, my lifestyle account. And I'm glad to have you with me for Morning Motivations with Martine. Bye, y'all. Bye, everybody.